Picture this. It is a humid Tuesday evening in Manhattan. You are standing on the corner of Fifth Avenue, watching the world go by. A sleek, matte black Italian sports car idles at the red light, its engine humming with the sound of a small jet. The driver looks like they have it all. The watch, the suit, the status. You think to yourself, that is what wealth looks like. But what if I told you that for many, that car is not a sign of wealth, but a golden anchor dragging them straight to the bottom of the financial ocean? While the world chases the shimmer of luxury, the truly wealthy are playing a completely different game. They are not buying things that make them look rich. They are buying things that actually make them rich while they sleep. Most people are trapped in a cycle of trading their most precious resource, time, for paper that loses value every single day. You have ever felt like you are running on a financial treadmill, moving fast but staying in the exact same place? You are not alone. It is time to break the cycle and see the hidden mechanics of money that they do not teach you in school. Before we dive into the secrets of the ultra-wealthy and how you can apply them to your own life starting today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community. We are here to help you master your mindset and your money, so do not miss out on our future guides to financial freedom. The biggest lie we have been told is that a high salary makes you wealthy. It does not. Wealth is not about how much money you make. It is about how much money you keep and how hard that money works for you. Imagine two individuals. Let us call the first one James. James is a high-flying corporate executive in Chicago. He earns $300,000 a year. He lives in a massive suburban home with a hefty mortgage, drives 2 luxury SUVs on lease, and belongs to the most exclusive country clubs. To his neighbors, James is the definition of success. However, if James stops working tomorrow, his entire world collapses in 30 days. He is one paycheck away from disaster. Because every dollar he earns goes right back out the door to pay for things that lose value. James is buying liabilities. Now, let us look at Sarah. Sarah earns $70,000 a year working as a project manager. She lives in a modest apartment and drives a reliable, used sedan. However, every month, Sarah takes a portion of her paycheck and buys shares of index funds. Or she saves up for a down payment on a small duplex. Sarah's buying assets. 10 years from now, James will still be stressed, working 60 hours a week to maintain his image. Sarah, on the other hand, will have a portfolio that pays for her lifestyle without her having to lift a finger. This is the fundamental divide. An asset is something that puts money into your pocket. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket. It sounds simple, yet millions of people confuse the two every single day. The most common mistake: thinking your primary residence is your greatest asset. Unless you are renting out rooms or the property is generating cash flow, your home is a liability. It demands taxes, insurance, maintenance, and interest. It takes money away from you. Rich people understand this distinction. They do not buy the big house and the fast car first. They use their money to buy assets like stocks, real estate, businesses, or intellectual property. Then, once those assets generate enough passive income, they use that extra cash to buy their luxuries. They do not work for their toys. Their assets buy their toys for them. Think about the way most Americans handle a tax refund or a bonus at work. The first instinct is often to go to the mall or upgrade to a newer television. This is the middle-class trap. We are conditioned by a relentless barrage of advertising to believe that our self-worth is tied to our possessions. We are told that we deserve a treat for our hard work. But that treat is often a debt trap in disguise. When you buy a new car, the value drops by 20% the moment you drive it off the lot. You are essentially burning your hard-earned cash. The wealthy mindset is about delayed gratification. It is about having the discipline to live below your means today so that you can live like no one else tomorrow. It is about understanding the power of compound interest. If you invest $1,000 today at a 10% return, it becomes $2,000 in 7 years and $4,000 in 14 years. But if you spend that $1,000 on a new smartphone, that money is gone forever. Along with all the potential wealth it could have created for you over the next several decades, you do not need to be a millionaire to start buying assets. We live in an age where you can buy fractional shares of the most powerful companies in the world with as little as $5. You can start a side business online with almost zero overhead. The barrier to entry has never been lower. The only thing standing in your way is the way you view a dollar bill. Do you see it as something to be traded for a temporary thrill? Or do you see it as a little soldier that can go out and fight to bring more dollars back to you? Every time you spend money, ask yourself if you are buying a future of freedom or a future of more work. Are you collecting things, or are you collecting income streams? The path to wealth is not paved with designer clothes and expensive dinners. It is paved with consistent, boring investments that grow over time. It is paved with the knowledge that your time is more valuable than any luxury item. If you want to change your financial destiny, start by auditing your expenses. Look at where your money goes every month. If you find that most of it is feeding liabilities, do not panic. Start small. Divert 10% of your income toward an asset. Educate yourself. Read books on investing, listen to financial podcasts, and surround yourself with people who talk about ideas rather than people or things. The shift from a liability mindset to an asset mindset is the most important leap you will ever take. 2. It is the difference between being a servant to money and being a master of it. Remember, the goal is not to look rich. The goal is to be wealthy. True wealth is the ability to wake up in the morning and decide exactly what you want to do with your day. It is the peace of mind that comes from knowing your family is secure. It is the freedom to pursue your passions without worrying about the price tag. That freedom is waiting for you on the other side of your spending habits. Stop buying liabilities and start building your empire, one asset at a time. The black sports car can wait. Your freedom cannot.